Helen had always been intrigued by the creepy old house at the end of Redwood Avenue. It stood alone, shrouded in webs of mist, its peeling paint testament to years of neglect. Every year, on Halloween night, the local kids dared each other to step inside, but no one ever stayed longer than a few minutes. Ghost stories passed around town told of a woman who had vanished there decades ago, her anguished cries echoing through the halls to this day. This year, fueled by a mixture of bravery and teenage rebellion, Helen decided it was time to uncover the truth. Armed with only a flashlight and her phone, she pushed open the reluctant front door. It groaned as though in protest, the sound resonating through the desolate rooms. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of mold and decay. Helen's heart pounded as she stepped cautiously down the corridor, her footsteps lost in the oppressive silence. Suddenly her flashlight flickered, casting grotesque shadows on the walls. She was about to turn back when a faint sound caught her attention. A soft whisper, undulating as though caught in a breeze. "Help me!" the voice pleaded, seemingly coming from the depths of the house. Each word sent chills racing down Helen's spine, the fear rising like a tide threatening to drown her. Ignoring her instincts screaming at her to flee, she followed the voice deeper into the darkness. In the back of the house, she found a narrow staircase spiraling into the abyss below. With trembling steps, she descended, the whispers growing louder until they became an anguished chorus of voices, each overlapping with the next. The basement was vast, lined with dusty shelves and shadowy corners that seemed to move when she wasn't looking. There, in the corner, lay an old photograph, its surface dulled with time. Beneath the dust, the image was of a woman whose eyes seemed to follow Helen, sad and pleading, a reflection of the voice that had beckoned her. Suddenly, Helen felt an icy hand grasp her shoulder. She spun around, her flashlight dropping to the floor. In the brief moment before total darkness swallowed her, she saw dozens of spectral forms reaching towards her, their faces twisted in eternal anguish. The whispers rose to a crescendo. Helen screamed, her voice joining the cacophony. The next morning, the house stood silent once again, a beacon of unease for the entire town. Helen's flashlight lay on the grass, its beam illuminating the mist like a solitary lighthouse. But Helen was gone, leaving only echoes of her terror behind.